Hello and welcome back to my 12 Days of Christmas series. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Today I thought I would do a bit of a Christmas gift guide inspiration video. I know that December goes so quickly and sometimes we struggle to find things for particular people in our lives. I know I certainly do. So I've written down a list of things that I could think of and I'm gonna share them in this video. So hopefully it inspires you if you're feeling stuck on getting a present for someone, or maybe you're just looking for something for yourself. But yeah, let's get into the gift guide video. Now, one of the first things as a beauty lover, I always love looking at the Mecca Christmas packs. I feel like they're just so beautiful. Mecca's Christmas packaging every year is always so great. The last 2 years I know they've collaborated with an artist and I just love the fact that you get a little bit of art with your packaging. And then they also have little packs. Each brand sort of does their own. And then I think Mecca have also done like perfect pairs. So they've paired 2 products from different brands that they think will go really well together, which is a great way to pair different brands together. I also think they're such a perfect gift for those beauty lovers in your life, or those people who never buy themselves something special, because the joy of trying a viral makeup product that you've seen online is just so good. I recently tried the Milk Makeup Cooling Water Jelly Tints. I enjoyed using those sticks so much and I'd seen them online everywhere and I'd never tried them before. So it could be a little joy on Christmas Day trying something new. I also went into Mecca in Mornington and these are sort of some of the items that caught my eye. I went around with my friend Brooke and I sort of showed her some of my favorite items, and also we had a bit of a try of some new things. There's some really fun glitters and some really iconic packs. My store didn't have all of the packs, so definitely check them out. In fact, one of the first things I look at every Christmas just to see if there's anything I can either get myself or get some friends and family. Now, this video has a bit of a mix of ideas and I feel like a lot of these ideas can be applied for lots of different age ranges. You could go from children to grandparents, like anywhere sort of in between. And I also feel like they can be genderless as well. I think it really depends on who you're buying for. And I feel like the best presents are always the presents that have been thought out, the ones that have meaning behind them, the ones that you've thought about the person you're buying for and you've really picked out their interests or something you think they might enjoy. I think they're always the presents that do well, and they're definitely presents that I've enjoyed the most in the past as well. Okay, moving on to something slightly similar, but this year I want to make some wellness packs for my friends and family. I feel like throughout the year we all live very busy lives and we sort of forget to treat ourselves or take a moment to rest, and we're constantly in a cycle of like overburning ourselves. It's pretty much just like eat, work, sleep, repeat. And this time of year is a nice time to slow down, to bring some joy into our lives, but also it's a good time to remind our friends and family to take that rest and to do something nice for themselves. So this is a little wellness basket I just created with some of the stuff that I already had in my house as an example. But I've got a little reindeer dish in here, some chocolate, I've got a little Christmas tree for decoration, some cookie cutters, which could be really great for someone in your life who you know loves baking, and if baking is something they do to relax, then encourage them to do some more of those activities. I've got obviously some face masks, some eye masks, a couple of like snack treats. I've got a face oil, an eye cream, and there's a moisturizer in there, and also a little candle. And obviously I'd put a little bit more tissue underneath to sit these products up, but that's such a good way to build out a few presents, especially for a few different people, and it can be a really cost-effective way to give them a really nice thoughtful gift, but also on a budget. And you can definitely change some of those items out. I just grabbed some things that I already had, but you can definitely change them out to be more festive or a bit more specific to the people that you're buying for. And I think it's also a really nice way to encourage the men in our life to take some time to relax as well. They don't take enough time to relax and reset. You can also add a massage voucher in there or some higher priced items in there to mix in, and yeah, I think it creates such a little special present, and there's lots of little bits in there that people can look at on Christmas Day. Obviously similar to that is DIYs, and it's such a special way to give people a little bit of something that you've created, or maybe it's something your kids have created, but I still feel like creating something yourself is so special. I am going to create some little clay ornaments soon, so that'll be coming in a DIY video. I'm going to create some of them so I can give them out to my friends and family, and I've got a little stamp so I can stamp their name into it. And I think the DIY kind of goes hand in hand with baking. I love to bake during Christmas time, and a sweet treat at Christmas is so good, and there are so many different sweet treats to try during Christmas, so it'll be a really nice way to package some of them up and give them out, whether it's to your neighbors or your mailmen who are bringing all your Christmas packages. Maybe it's for teachers at school or work colleagues. It's such a versatile and genderless gift, and I feel like everyone, no matter what age, they can enjoy a sweet treat. So I'll be making a few of them, and I want to give them out to our new neighbors because this is our first Christmas in this house, and both our neighbors have kids, and on one side they've also decorated their house for Christmas, which is so cute. We've sort of put up similar decorations coincidentally, so I want to go and drop some of that off to them. All you have to do is just wrap them in some cellophane and tie a little bow on it, and you're good to go. Now, sometimes I feel like parents and grandparents are some of the hardest people to buy for. I never know what to get my parents for Christmas, and I'm always asking them, what do you want, what do you need? But sometimes that takes the fun out of gift giving. So something that I thought could be really special for parents and grandparents is I've seen these little digital picture frames. So they're basically a picture frame that you can connect to with your phone, and you can send photos to the picture frame remotely. So you could be in your house and you could give the picture frame, say, to your mum, and she could have it in her house, and from your phone in your house you can send the picture to a picture frame. And I think it just constantly cycles photos, and I think you can potentially have different people sending photos in. So I feel like they're a really amazing gift for grandparents, but equally I feel like it'll be a special present for anyone in your family, or maybe you want to do it with your friends and you can share photos throughout the year with each other. I think that would be really cute as well. It's like a real life version of like the Be Real and like the Locket apps that you can get. So I really want to get my parents one of these for Christmas soon. Something else that I've seen recently is doing really special memory videos. This is the website of a company called Back When, and they basically help you capture memories of your parents or grandparents. So they're called personal life story interviews. So they are based in Melbourne and Adelaide, and they will help you basically interview your loved one by answering some questions in a booklet, but then they will also come and film them. And I think it's such a special way to capture some stories of your family and encapsulate their voice as well. I feel like that's one of the things that we forget very quickly when people pass, is their voice, and that's something we can never replicate again. So I think that's so special, especially for a grandparent or a parent, and you want to capture their memory. It's also a really great way to share with your extended family, especially if those family members aren't able to see your loved one as often. I think that's such a special way to keep their memory alive. Share it with your kids and their kids, and yeah, it can go down in generations. Now, moving on to something quirky. I feel like in Australia we have KK and Secret Santa, and I don't know the exact definition of either one, but for our family we call KK the one where you pull someone's name out of a hat. You have a specific person that you're buying for, and Secret Santa more the one where you buy something quirky on a really small budget and then everyone chooses one and then you can steal presents. I think it's also called Bad Santa. I can't even think of the other names, but there's lots of different names for them. So basically, if you're trying to find a cheap, quirky present, I feel like there's a couple of places that I can recommend. My go-to is always TYPO. I feel like they have the coolest little things that you would never even think of, and some of them are actually quite handy, so that's always fun. I've just had a scroll through their website, and these are some of the things that I've found. I've purchased from TYPO in the past for little quirky gifts, and they can be handy for stocking fillers or something to give someone who you don't really know that well, but you found something quirky. They're great for like office presents, equally as good for like family and friends as well. One of the other places that I also really like to have a look is Sportsgirl. They have some really cute little things that you can get. I've got some cute little kits, like I've got a DIY tie-dye kit, I've got a bracelet making kit, and I've got this little like flip book of Polaroids, so you can add your own Polaroid pictures in there. So they always have some cute quirky things that you can get for Secret Santa, and again, like I said, they're good for people who you don't really know that well, but you want a present that sort of stands out a little bit. I feel like these are two of the places that are my go-tos, and I'd also love to know like what places do you go to in your country, or if you're in Australia, like like what other places do you go to for fun quirky gifts, because they're always the memorable ones. So let me know in the comments below because I want some more inspiration. Now, one of the things that I used to do with my best friend all the time, and I feel like we did this like 6 years ago, we used to always go to Christmas markets. You get some of the nicest things from Christmas markets. They're so special and you're supporting a small business. There was always lots of little handmade things, hand painted things, hand sewn things, and it's just so nice to support local artists and craftsmen and local businesses in your area. And I feel like Christmas markets are such a good place to do that. I think once lockdowns hit, we didn't really go to Christmas markets a lot, but this year I've bookmarked some in my diary for me to go to, and Ryan and I even went to just like a local market that happens like once a month in our local area, and they had some cute little like bird houses. There were all these little small businesses that I had never heard of selling their stuff locally. So again, I feel like that's another place to get some quirky and meaningful Christmas presents. Speaking of kind of quirky, I recently had a look at some puzzles and I found some art puzzles, and it's something that I hadn't really been aware of too much until probably like earlier this year, I think, or like probably like end of last year. But I've got one puzzle and I'll put a photo up of it here. It is a page of a sketchbook of an artist, and they've like done different colors, and as an interior designer I love color theory, I love mixing colors, so this was such a cute print. But I got it in a puzzle for my birthday last year and I spent so much time trying to put all the puzzle pieces together. I did lose 2 pieces because the cats love to knock the puzzle pieces off the table and then the dogs like to chew them up, so I did lose 2 puzzle pieces thanks to my 4 fur babies, but there'll be a special memory of their teamwork together. I really want to glue the puzzle together and then frame it in my office as a bit of inspiration and a bit of pop of color. I'd have a look for some other art pieces, and I actually found some cute puzzles, and you'll be able to find some in your area. I actually found that one that I was talking about. This is the print. This took me so long to like find all the pieces that matched like each color because there's so many similar colors. It came with a little like picture of the puzzle which I can frame as well, and I've actually just like taken the puzzle apart very methodically and placed it in this box so that when it comes time for me to glue it together, it's already all done. And it's actually survived really well in our move. So I have recently seen some artists do the same with their art pieces, and I think it's just such a fun way to gift someone a piece of art that's not just like art and framed, and it's just a fun way they can pretty much put the piece together and sort of add their special touch. And you never know, they might lose a few pieces to their animals and it will serve as a memory forever. Now, this gift giving idea is a little different to the others. I recently went to a Kmart Christmas event. That's actually where my dress is from, and they do their wishing tree appeal in collaboration with the Salvation Army. And again, this is not sponsored, but I really wanted to share it because they do an appeal where you can go into Kmart and purchase items, and then at the front of the store there will usually be a wishing tree, and you just put a sticker on the back of your item and you can like tick what sort of age group it's for, and you basically donate the toys or items that you purchase so that families in need can come over to the Salvation Army and the parents can pick out some Christmas presents for their children. So it just means that no children will wake up on Christmas Day without presents, and I think that's so special because there's so many people out there doing it tough. Christmas is the time that can bring on a lot of financial stress, so I think it's a really nice way to give back and to make sure that people out there are not going without Christmas presents. And if you're not in Australia, I'm sure there's other places that also do Christmas appeals, so take this as your sign to go and do something good and pay the kindness forward. I've got my little babies. You can't forget them on Christmas. Although I haven't added anything dog related because I feel like that's just so easy to buy for. Buy them their favorite treats, get them some new toys, especially so they don't eat your Christmas tree like mine have tried. Now, the last thing in this video is me asking you for advice because I struggle to buy presents for Ryan and the other men in my life. What do you get your dads? What do you get your brothers? What do you get your granddads? And what do you get your partners? Because I struggle to buy him presents every year, and I equally struggle to buy presents for my dad and my brother. That's not like the same thing every year, every birthday, every Christmas. This is actually a present that I got Ryan last year, I think, or maybe the year before, but it is a green wallet. I think it's made out of leaves. I'll list the Etsy listing down below because I did get it on Etsy. So they were offering the engravements, so it says R. Smith because he's Ryan Smith, and I thought that was really cute. And on the inside there was an option to add a personalized engraving. So I actually wrote this. This is my handwriting and it says "Love you, Ryan." They basically allowed you to write a little note and you scan that in and make sure it's completely black and white. Then they like etch it in for you, and I think that is so special, and it's such a special touch to just a wallet. Ryan's favorite color is also, I think it's actually red, but he loves green. So I got a green one and it's such a nice wallet. It's such good quality. He's had it for definitely at least a year, maybe 2, and it still held its shape really well. He's actually just gotten back. Can you tell them how much you like your wallet?
I didn't even realize I didn't have my wallet on me.
I thought you'd taken it with you, but you didn't.
Still there. I do like my wallet. I feel like that one in particular is just really good for what I use a wallet for.
I just dropped it.
And I didn't know for like a year that was
my handwriting.
Your handwriting. It wasn't just a text.
That's what I just said, that you can like write a little note yourself.
Which means you can probably draw.
Yeah, you can probably
draw a little picture and stuff in there too.
So yeah, that's my last sort of present idea. But definitely let me know your suggestions below because I'm struggling to buy presents for you.
I've just been using ChatGPT to find presents for you.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating.
There's no thought behind that. I've been talking about thoughtful presents this whole video.
I've been asking her for presents that start with the letter C and letter H and stuff.
That's cheating.
But I go through it and it sparks ideas. Okay. So I don't actually get the exact idea from them, but it sparks an idea that I don't think I would have thought of otherwise.
Okay, well, if you've watched this video all the way through, you've probably wasted your time and you probably should have used ChatGPT.
Just use ChatGPT.
So that's probably actually a really good idea because I'm struggling for ideas. This year we're doing a gift giving which we'll actually be filming, and it'll go out on the 24th of December, so Christmas Eve, and we're going to be giving each other one present for each letter of the word Christmas, and they can be like really little presents. We're on a year of saving money, so we've got a relatively low budget. We kind of have everything that we need, so it's just a fun way to give each other some little presents and make it a little fun game for each other as well. Hence why we've been struggling a little bit more, because we've got to find something that matches each of the letters. But yeah, definitely let me know your suggestions below, whether it's for the men in your life or just for other people in your life. They're all my ideas for presents that I've got in my brain this year. I feel like it's been a very like hectic year. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe over here. We've got quite a few more 12 days of Christmas videos coming out in the lead up to Christmas. I'll be heading off to have a chat with ChatGPT to get some more ideas, and I will see you later. Bye.